Mike from having lived in the Greylock world. They are going to lead us through this discussion and tell us all the things that we need to do and how we do it. Ishan, thanks for joining us. I hope I'll start seeing you on all the calls that we need you. You're a very important part of this group. And I know you have got most of your accesses taken care of. We still have a few things left that we're taking care of for you. There's a Microsoft ticket that's been opened up by Jason Jaco on your SharePoint. We'll fix that. But other than that, Ishan, I want you to be very vocal and very important part of this leadership team. Okay, Ishan?
Sure, Kel.
And if you're not going to be on a call or if you're having trouble, you need to inform us.
Sure, Kel.
Thank you. All right. Let's start with Friday, right? This is what we're designing is how are we going to live in this schizophrenic world between snow and case. That's the purpose of this call. Okay. So let's talk about 3 or 4 scenarios. The first scenario is a very simple one. I'm a Greylock user. I pick up the phone and I call the Greylock help desk on April 2nd, right? I want to skip April 1st because the April Fool's Day. I don't want people to say, oh, April Fool. No. April 2nd, Greylock user calls their extension, phone extension that they're used to. And what happens after that, Nishchay? Where does that call go?
So first, here is my first question is that if we are doing it on Friday, then that makes 28. And if it's 2nd April, so what are we deciding on? Is it Friday or is it 2nd April?
Good question. From Friday, whatever time, March 28th, right? To
Yeah.
April 1st, that user, let's just pretend that the user didn't have a reason to call the help desk. That's all I'm saying. But you're
Okay.
right. As of March 28th, whatever time, Friday evening or Saturday morning, you're going to start receiving calls.
Okay, so whenever a call comes in, it will directly land on the number, and we will have it. We have the phone extensions on the round robin. One of the help desk agent will pick up, and with our usual greetings, we will ask the user that, hey, what kind of issue are you facing? They will tell us the nature of the issue, and depending on that issue, we will route that to Mike for the first 2 days, and we'll create a ticket. We'll do the whole thing, and we'll ask the user that, hey, we have created a ticket on your behalf, and an agent will be supporting you shortly. And then we will contact Mike that, hey, this user called. This is the ticket number. Please help him out, her out.
Wonderful, Nishchay. Hold that thought. Everything you said is correct at a high level. Now, who is going to be documenting this and publishing it today? This whole flow and all the things we're going to be talking about today. Should we record this call?
Sure, we can.
Okay.
I can have Nitin or Ritu do this.
Pick one.
So, Cal, then again, one is if someone is occupied on the ticket, I'll ask the other one. If the other one is busy, I'll ask. So it's kind of a juggle between the agents. If not them, maybe I can ask Kabir to do this. So I can pick one.
Okay. So you're the accountable leader, and you'll make someone responsible on your team. Got it.
Sure.
Okay. So on the call at 1 p.m., where we have the rest of the agents that are not able to make it, we will briefly provide a verbal overview of what we're talking about today and prepare everybody for Saturday. Let's forget about Friday evening. Friday evening, there'll be, whatever time it gets switched over. 8 o'clock Eastern on Saturday, everybody's ready, right, for Greylock calls. So we will tell everybody at the 1 p.m. call how we're going to function effective Saturday morning, which is the 29th of March. And we will have a document. If Nitin and Ritu are listening, we will have a document that you will share again on the call at 9:30 Eastern tomorrow, and we will keep refining that document for all the use cases throughout the week, and then we will reinforce that again at 1 o'clock tomorrow, and then back at 9:30 on Wednesday, 1 o'clock on Wednesday, and so on. Okay,
Okay.
wonderful.
Yes.
With that being understood, are we recording this call?
I don't know.
Let me do that.
There, I got it.
You got it? Okay, somebody's got it. Wonderful. Thank you. Yes, recording started with Jason. Thank you, Jason. Got it. All right. So the documentation I need is the details behind it. User calls extension, Greylock extension, and then we have two parts there. They call the extension that they're used to, the 4045, ends up in the same place. They call directly the 609 area code number, ends up in the same place. So we need to document those very clearly. And then say specify where it lands in the Greylock portal for NGT. On press one, describe the details of the press one, what phone number is being used. And if it goes into the pool, we have then to break up the scenario. The agent is available and pick up the call. Agent is not available and it goes to voicemail, right? Those two scenarios. So there's a happy path and there's the sad path. The happy path is user calls the extension, goes to the help desk, agent picks up the call, says hi, and then describe the interaction, right? What are they going to say? They're going to say, welcome to the Greylock help desk support, right? Not MSS, not NGT. We'll be very careful in scripting every part of the experience so they don't feel that they're being supported offshore or elsewhere than what they're always used to. Am I clear?
Cal, I have one question on this one. So you
Mhm.
see, sometimes when the call comes in, we do not have the number on.
Mhm.
Yeah, we just have the number and not the tag for it. So to be on the safe side, we just use that. Hi, good morning. You have reached help desk. So please let us know how we can help you out. So that just totally eliminates the ambiguity between that if we are CUNJ, UTF, because the call can be from any one of the credit unions. So
Ah,
we just use help desk for to remove any kind of ambiguity, if that's okay, because we cannot say that the call is from either one of the CUs.
interesting. Very good. Thanks for clarifying. So what you're telling me is if I am Hardik on the call, I receive this call. All the call says is it's a help desk call. It doesn't say the help desk call is from CUNJ, UTF, or Greylock. Is that what you're saying?
Sometime it does, sometime it doesn't. It's a 50-50 chance.
Why is that?
Sometime user calls in from their personal numbers as well.
Okay. Can you put that in the documentation too, Ritu, please?
Sure.
Yeah, I want to capture every single nuance. This is the way we're going to be able to train people and maintain accurate knowledge transfers if people come and leave. So
Yeah.
it's good for training as well.
One good
So
example is Wim himself. Wim uses
yeah,
his phone to call directly to the help desk.
mm,
So yeah, that's how it gets.
okay, got it. So let's use the simplest case then. I'm a Greylock user. I'm a teller. I'll keep it very simple. I'm a teller. I got locked out. I call the 4045 extension. So Nisha, you're saying it comes into the press one queue in India, and it will say Greylock user.
Um, it should say Greylock user, or maybe the tag should be Greylock, depending on what's the title is. And Then we can
Where is
identify with further.
the metadata for it? Where does it get the roster for the telephone directory of the user calling?
That I do not know. But usually what we get is that we get both. We can either get a user directly calling from their cell phones, or they use their CUNJ, UTF, or MSS helpline to contact the service desk. So if they are using that, then we know that it's a credit union call. If they are calling from their phone numbers, then we do not know what it is. So it can go both ways.
Okay. But in either case, when the call comes in, are you able to say, or is the agent able to see that it's Cal calling from, Cal is the teller in Greylock, and it's Cal who's calling from Greylock, and he's a teller.
No, that we cannot.
So
It
what does the
just
agent say? What does the agent know about the call?
Uh, we just know that it's either from CUNJ, UTF, or Greylock. And then we pick up the call. We say, hey, good morning. This is Service Desk. How can I help you? And then they say that, hi, I am, let's suppose I'm Mike Thomas. I'm facing this issue. So can you guys please help me out? So now at this point, we know everyone by their names, right? So if they say that we are this user, we know that they are from UTF or CUNJ, and we just help them out. So this is how it's currently working so far. That should be the same with the Greylock as well, because any new name that comes in will know that it's with Greylock, and for the support will be provided with how things are so far.
Okay, wonderful. Mike Sullivan, pick a name of a Greylock user that you usually work with.
Peyton Ames.
Sorry?
Peyton?
Peyton?
Yep.
Peyton, what is the full name? Sorry?
Peyton Ames.
Peyton Ames. So April 2nd, Peyton Ames calls the 4045 extension. Oh, let's say Saturday. This is the Saturday the 29th. 29th of March, Saturday, Peyton Ames calls the 4045 extension. And he is not going to get Mike Sullivan's voice. He's going to get, let's say, Hakim's voice. Hakim says, hi. He doesn't know Peyton. No problem, Jason. He says, hi, welcome to the help desk. Good morning. And he's going to ask, is this from Greylock? Because he doesn't know. Oh, he may or may not know it's from Greylock. If it's some 4045 extension, he will know it's from Greylock. So what are we going to coach Hardik on Saturday for Saturday in this chat? We're going to say, can you please let us know who you are and which organization you're from? Because he's not used to Mike's. He's used to hearing Mike Sullivan say. Go ahead, Mike.
You're saying how do you interact with this person? Something that just popped into my head is I get calls. I more or less know everyone, and if I don't, I have methods to determine who they are. Are we going to be engaging like the word of the day for this team to ask them the word of the day, and will they have access to it so that you can identify that, yes, this is the real Peyton who has access to our systems calling?
That's exactly where I wanted to get to. Thank you.
No problem.
So the change in procedure, because this is not what we do with the existing credit unions, right?
Yeah.
So Nishay, what do we instruct Hakim to do when Peyton Ames calls on Saturday morning?
I mean, I'm not familiar with this word of the day thing that we have for Greylock. So
Hold on one second then. Hold on one second. Nitin and Ritu, did we not talk about all of this and documented that when Anil Rao was still with us?
I don't think so that they have any idea on this.
They should. It is well documented. We made it a very big deal that Greylock operates differently for authentication of their people.
No, I remember it in some bits and pieces, but it was for, I believe, so password reset or something.
But it's for
But
anything, right?
yeah,
What are we talking about here? Whether it's password reset or anything,
Yeah,
it's about our authentication, right?
but I don't think so that there was any further discussion on it. Maybe with Anil, you had something, but it was not with us.
And it wasn't that knowledge clearly was in transition to you.
Nope.
So, action item. Nitin and Ritu, let me ask you this because you've been on this the longest, and Ashok too, as part of the Greylock transition. Between the three of you, can you take a very important and quick action item to share the word of the day and how it works with Nishchay and the rest of the team?
Sure.
Yeah,
Yes,
sure.
Okay, so Mike, um, back to you. If you are Peyton Ames calling on Saturday, how should the interaction go with Hakim on the other line?
Once you verify who's calling, and you can jump right into dealing with the issue. I don't have to
Details, please.
verify.
Details, please. How does Hakim, who's not Mike Sullivan, verify Peyton Ames is Peyton Ames?
Everyone, if they have access to, Jason maybe can confirm this. Does everyone have access to the main Greylock landing page for?
Yep.
Okay, so that's where
They should be able to get to the main landing page, and I showed them that.
Okay, well that's where the word of the day is going to live on the main, Edge SharePoint landing page.
So
You're
pause
going
on
to
that for a
see.
second. Pause
Yep.
on that for a second, Mike. This is the call for all of these details, so that everybody's paying attention. Ashok Rathore, are you able to pull up on your screen and show us the main portal?
Okay, sure.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh,
But
Jason
that's
did this.
the very same thing that MSS 1.0 agents still have to have that access. I don't believe so. Hakim will have that.
So, based on this morning's call, right?
Yeah.
This
You
is,
and Sean are working on making sure that every access, every single MSS 1.0 and MSS 2.0 agent has access to everything they need for service on Saturday morning, right? So add this to the list of things that you're going to ask for if they're not already provided.
And this page is on.
Hold on, Nishay, I want Ashok to show that. He's been on the transition for a while. Let's Ashok have a show on his screen. I want to make sure he has access.
Yeah, sure, Kel. I am just authenticating.
Good. And just heads up for Nitin and Rito, I'm going to put you on the spot as well. So you please be ready because you might have to do this for the next use case.
Yes, got it.
Okay.
Thank you. And in general, for everybody on this call, please pay 100% attention because this is the most important part of service that we start on Saturday. We have to be ready. All of you be ready and authenticated. And I might ask any of you to share your screen. Ishan, Anil Chowdhury, Danish, Said, it doesn't matter. Any of you, be ready, please.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like this is the opening of a new restaurant. I want to make sure that every supplier is.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Mhm.
We lost the screen share, Ashok.
Yeah, Kel, it's taking time. Let me just share it again.
And I will note that everyone at Greylock should know where to find the word of the day because it's been out there for a long time. But just this team knowing where it lives, being able to tell them maybe where to go to get it if you get a user that doesn't know.
Yeah, because you may have onboarded somebody only as of Friday and they have no clue.
Yeah. Or just people that have been here a while who, never need to use it. Because again, I can know like you from AIU, right? And, I may not need to ask. Whereas, a new person to the help desk team or a new employee, those are the people that are going to obviously use it the most because they don't know each other.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Excellent point, Jason. Action item for you.
Yep.
As you are getting ready for Saturday with Amit, you as part of his email communication to all users, he has to tell them that since we have a new groups doing the first line support, everybody who calls will be asked to authenticate themselves by using the word of the day. Otherwise, we don't know anybody from Adam. We only know that they're potentially a Greylock caller, but we will be asking them for word of the day. Right?
Okay.
Jason, I'm getting
Yes.
this error here.
That should have been fixed because I know Ritu. Are you guys getting the duo prompts?
No, we are not getting. When it was working fine till Friday. When I came
Yeah.
on shift today, I just logged in and this error came up. I asked Nitin to try that. Nitin also faced the same error, and now Ashok is also facing the same error.
Okay.
I have just
Hold on. Prior to Friday, you guys haven't been getting duo prompts at all for this?
Yeah, Jason, actually, we didn't have to open the duo or any push. So simply we just enter the credentials here and it let it go to sign in.
Okay, because I know there was some changes last week for this on the Silver Fort because of the new groups and stuff, but you guys should have been getting dual prompts anytime you logged into the server. Hold on, let me log.
Boy, am I so glad I had this call with all of you.
Because they had to change it on the Greylock side because when your accounts were first set up, they were using the NGT for the email address as the primary and not the Greylock. So that got fixed. I was working with Matt this morning. So let's see. Who's trying to log into the jump server right now?
It's a show.
See, I'm looking at the duo screen and it says you've never authenticated against it.
because it is not asking for the authentication.
Right, but you're not getting. Let me see. All right. You should get a prompt for duo activation. Should get prompted in an email.
Let me check my email. No, Jason, I haven't received any email.
Give it a minute.
Yeah, give it a minute. Nitin Chauhan,
Yes.
you need to add another tab maybe to the daily health check that says agent ability to log in, etc. Right? And
Right.
if duo push is not working, the moment you guys find out that something is not working, you need to raise a ticket and send it to Jason. I'll send it to Jason.
Right. Let me note down, please.
Yeah.
So that part is specifically for the jump server, I mean login, like
Yes.
the issue we are seeing right now.
Yep.
Okay, got it.
I'm resending the activation links. I sent them to the 3 that didn't have them.
Is everybody else good though, Jason?
I see everybody. I see Ishan's been connected. Saeed was this morning. Those are the ones that have the accounts right now.
How about Danish,
There's
Nischay?
no
Not
AD
yet.
accounts for them right now.
Okay.
Okay. So Nisha, you're going to be providing the safe forms along with Sean for them? Or I thought we submitted the safe forms for.
There was what, 4 of them Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Sean, Muhammad, Mike, and Dave.
Yeah. And before that, we sent it for all the other NGT folks as well.
Let's see what the other ones were. That was Ritu. Nishay, Hardik, Kabir,
Yeah.
and Hakeem. So those were last
too.
Tuesday. Let me check on the status of those.
There should be 4 forms.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then for further, I will talk to Sean.
well, the other 4, I see where they were sent, so I gotta check to see what the status is. Have Ritu, Denton, or Chuck, have you guys gotten the duo? Or either go to your phones and your email. Just get a prompt.
Okay, let me check.
I haven't got any email. Let me check on the phone.
Yeah, I also haven't received an email.
Yes, no
What about
email
on the
received.
phone? Nothing on your phones?
Yeah, just checking.
No, nothing on the phone or email.
Do they have to try to log in before that push happens?
Shouldn't have to.
Yeah, I don't have no pending pushes found.
All right, I'm about to dig into this more.
Yeah, this could be a showstopper if they can authenticate or get in, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Like Jason, we always access the jump server. We haven't get any notification from
I
the
under,
start.
I understand that, and that's not the way it should have been. You should always, anytime you connect to a Greylock server and log in, you're supposed to get prompted. Whenever I connect to the server or my jump box, I get prompted with Duo.
Yeah. Looks like there's a gap there.
So let me, I'll work on seeing what's going on, working with Matt.
Okay. So, is there anybody that can, from the NGT team, get to the portal at this time? No, right?
No,
To see the word of the day.
not the help desk. I cannot say about the L3 team.
Saeed,
For Snow Portal, yeah, I have the access.
can you share your screen for the purpose of this call?
Just
So if in the middle of taking a call from the user, this happens, and you're not able to log in or authenticate, Nishchay, what should our agent do?
Well, we clearly tell them that, hey, it's taking a bit of time, so please stay with us on the line. And if it further takes more time, we just ask them that, hey, if you want, you can drop off the call, and once we have fixed the issue, we will call you back and ask for their callback number.
Okay. And if they give you a callback number, do all the agents in India have access to callback?
Yes, they do. They can easily call back from the Press One portal.
Okay. So if it's a teller, Mike, who is while Saeed is pulling up a screen, if it's a teller, Mike, what kind of phone numbers or extensions would they have that Greylock NGT can call them at?
The teller line usually has one in the supervisor office and usually at least one on the teller line themselves if we needed to do a call back to them. I know a lot of them. Everything else is, in like Outlook, in the Outlook phone book, things like that. Do you think we need to generate a list to have like a phone book of sorts?
That'll help.
Yeah. So how would we let
Can
can
we
I
not?
share my screen now?
Yeah.
So this is the jump server, and when we access SharePoint,
So, yep,
this
that's
is
it.
the
That's
first
it
page.
right there.
Right there, security word of the day in that box on the top there.
Can I click it?
There's
You
nothing
can,
to
there's no
click.
need to. Just read. It says pencil pages. We're gonna ask them what's that. If they don't say pencil pages, well, they're either doing it wrong or they're not. They don't work here. So they should be able to rehash that for you when you ask.
So just a question. This word doesn't change the whole day, right?
Nope, it's every day it refreshes. I'm not sure what time it refreshes, but every day it changes.
So one of the agents can just log in the first time and just see and can tell the whole agents, and so saves us the time to log in and check for each and every one.
That would work. Maybe as part of the daily health check and send a memo out to the team.
Yeah.
Yes. Can you add that to the procedure, Mr. Nitin?
I feel that's almost like writing down your password on a piece of paper and putting it somewhere.
No, it's just for the internal help desk agent only, just like having it on IT Glue. Is it not?
Well,
So is this security of
depends
word
on
of the
where they're
day is
saving
like
it to.
authentication of user?
Yeah. Because it changes every day anyway, so it's obsolete in 24 hours.
Yeah. Is there like a help desk Teams channel, that it could, be shared with day to day or something like that? That
We're
keeps
going to
it
have a
kind of
command center
contained.
channel. We're going to have a command center channel starting today, right? We agreed to that. So I will set up a command center channel with all 16 of us, right?
Okay. Could it be like
And
you
then,
can make announcements, right? With Teams, you could do announcements.
yes,
Could it be a daily
yes,
announcement? And that way, it's
yes,
not like everywhere saved on people's devices. It's just
exactly. So 7:30 a.m., Nitin, you've been doing the daily health check. 7:30
Yes,
a.m., you log into this portal and pick the word of the day. And your first announcement will be good morning or good day, everybody. The word of the day is pencil pages.
got it.
Okay. And if you're not doing the health check today on a given day and Ritu is doing that health check, she should do it. Or somebody else should do it. Whoever is doing the daily health check.
We can update it in the document as well. The health
Yeah.
check document.
Yes. Okay. Got it. So back to we haven't even finished the happy path yet. So Peyton Ames is on the call. Proceed, Nishay. What should Hakim do on Saturday?
So once he gets the username, it's basically p aims, and he will ask that, hey, what's the issue that you're facing? And he'll say that if my account is unlocked, same procedure. He'll just say that, hey, please stay with me. I'm going to unlock your account from my side. He will go into the jump server, log in. If he has the access till then, log in, go to the AD server manager, and manager plus, that the tool we have, and log in and can unlock the account from there. So that's pretty much it.
Mike. Oh, Mike had a quick call. So Jason, you
Yep.
can take over from here. So Peyton Ames is on the call. Hakim says, I need to authenticate you, right? He authenticates, and Peyton either doesn't get have access to the word of the day or is temporarily not able to do that because his laptop is failing him and he can't access it from his laptop, or he's a teller. What do we do if the teller is not able to get to the word of the day?
It's a good question because I don't know
In
what
case
they're doing. I
of
know,
account unlock too, because he'll be stuck on the login screen. That's good.
right. Um,
But I think so that in case of account unlock, we can do it with just the username. I don't think so that it'll take too much
no,
authentication.
because anybody could have that username
You
if
have to
somebody's
authorize
got
user.
happen to have that list that got, stolen at some point. I mean, I've had when I first started there, people would call up saying they were me as part of the testing and stuff. So it's used to username's not a. I mean, I could call up and say I'm Mike Sullivan. I
So we
know
really don't have
actually
a foolproof authentication method then.
there was another method, but I don't know if it gives the word of the day or something different. I'd have to. That was something that Jeremy was doing. I think right before I left, it was I don't know if it was called member check or something like that, where or there was some other verification that he had. But Mike could answer.
Okay. So we're not going to resolve it in the next 5 minutes, but
No,
clearly we have a lot of work to do here, right? We're not ready for Saturday, right? Anybody feel like they're ready for Saturday?
Hell, we can. I mean,
Yeah, we can and we
yeah,
should.
we
We
are ready
should.
for Saturday. Yeah, we are ready for Saturday. These are. I mean, we are ready for Saturday. You can say that. Any hiccups that come along, we can just
Okay,
Keep
Nishchay, stop.
improving them.
Nishchay, stop. At this moment, 11:56 a.m. Eastern Time on Monday the 24th, we're not ready.
Yeah,
We
as for
need to
now.
get ready. We need to get ready by, let's say, 8 a.m. Eastern on Saturday. When I say ready, it means every single person on this call, not just the 7 agents, all 16 folks need to know exactly what to do when a Greylock user needs to.
Okay.
So that's our job from here till Saturday. And Nisha, I really need your help. You need to start, generating a word list of every single thing you can think of in order to get ready for Saturday, and put it in the shared area. Right? Does everybody have access to the shared area?
Mm,
Well, I
Okay.
don't have yet.
Okay. So where should we put all this stuff, Jason? What's your advice?
we can use the same space. I can collaborate with Nitin and Ritu. They both have the access and they can put the document from my side.
Okay, but I
And
need
if
to
I
make sure
need it,
every agent knows where to go and find it, or if they'll have access to someone who does.
I
for the
thought I heard
time
my name
being, we
for a.
can.
Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry,
One thing
no.
to add in here. One thing to add in here, like for SharePoint, I also get another Duo prompt. So it seems like they need to be like part of that SharePoint access, Jason.
For
As
what?
if I cannot like approve that Duo prompt, I will be like getting some authentication error in here. Like I'm currently seeing the SharePoint page, right? So when
Yep.
it loads, it does a Duo prompt. So if I cannot approve or I'm not able to approve, it will like don't open in front of me. So they should be able to get a Duo prompt while going to the Greylock SharePoint.
Right. And that's the
For
same
me,
thing that I'm working on because of their um, logins that they can't log in this
Mhm.
morning.
but I can access the Greylock SharePoint without the Duo push.
Right, but that's not the way it should be. It's all tied together and I'm working on that right now.
Okay.
Mike, so
Yeah.
today I would need Mike Sullivan. So today I would need some of your availability by, after 3 EST or something, if you are available. Can we have some sessions for this one? I need the guys ready, so I would have my half team with you. If even I'm on the call, I will be available. If I'm in another call, half of my team will be there to be on those sessions with you, and we need to go over all the help desk things and the procedures for this one. Uh,
Okay. Can we do
okay.
like 3:15?
Yeah. Sure.
That work?
That'll work. That works.
So who's setting up the call with Mike?
Uh, I will ask Ritu to do it, and we will be setting up the call.
Wonderful.
Okay, that'll be good. And I thought I heard my name with a question when I had to take that quick call. I'm happy to answer it if someone remembers what it was.
Yes, we do. The use case we have is I'm a teller. I can't even log in. I call the help desk, and the help desk is, who are you? How do I authenticate you? And they don't even have access to the secure word of the day. What do they do?
So we have a way to do it. I don't know, and Jason knows about it, I think. And I was looking to engage this particular module for me to verify all of you since I didn't know any of you, right? And you called me up and says, "Hey, it's Nishjay." I'm like, well, I never spoken to you before. How do I verify that you are working with MSS? It's a they called it Ivy. It was through dual push. So there's a place I could go and I could push out to anyone in the list, and they get a bump on their phone. And if they approve it, I'm like, "Yep, I'm talking to Nishjay." currently we can use it for all the Greylock employees. The question is, can all of you get to it so you can send them those push notifications?
Whereabouts was that?
You would ask me that, wouldn't you?
I couldn't remember the name. I knew there was something. I just couldn't remember what the name was.
Guys, my dad used to say, the faintest ink is better than a great memory. Of course, you need memory to get to the. You need memory to get to the where the ink is written, but you need to document this.
I think the biggest problem for me is I've never really needed to use it. So I other than the demo, I haven't really touched it much because again, when you've been here as long as I have, it's just I can pick you out of a lineup even if it there's in the ages of AI, like I just mannerisms, there's just things you know people. So I'm asking Janine right now. I don't know if she'll get back to me right away. And I can ask Jeremy as well.
So we have another pull up in about an hour. So the 1 o'clock call, if you can get some answers, we will continue this conversation. Okay.
Okay.
So everybody can drop off except for Mike, Jason, and Mo.
All right.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.
Take care, guys. I'll be here.
Bye, Ken.